Alright, so you've read the title, Galaxy S25 versus S25 Plus, how to make the right choice. I spent quite some time with both the devices recently, and in this video, I want to share my experience with you guys. I'll also give you guys an unboxing of both the S25 and S25 Plus, do a little color comparison between the icy blue and navy color, and point out some of the key differences between the two phones. And the goal of this video is to help you decide which one you should get. With that being said, let's get started. So starting off with the unboxing, both the S25 and S25 Plus have a very similar packaging to last year. You have a silhouette of the phone on top. Lift that lid up and you're greeted with a small compartment in which you get your SIM ejector tool, some documentation, and a USB Type-C to Type-C cable. There is no adapter. That's pretty much it for the unboxing. Next up is the phone itself. Peel that sticker off and you are greeted with these two new finishes, which is icy blue and navy. The Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus are available in a total of 7 colors, 4 of which everyone can buy and 3 are exclusive to Samsung.com. The 4 colors which are available readily to all of us are going to be icy blue, mint, navy, and silver shadow. The 3 exclusive colors are blue black, coral red, and pink gold. Now the colors I have here are icy blue for the Galaxy S25 and navy for the S25 Plus. Few things to know about the S25 series as a whole is that these are all matte finish phones. There is no glossy finish, there is no funky stuff like rainbows or mirror finishes. And that's actually a good thing, so you don't get a lot of fingerprints and smudges. And especially with the icy blue color, it's very hard to see fingerprints and smudges and scratches since it's such a bright color. Now, in my opinion, I like the icy blue more. It has a little bit of gradient to it, especially outdoors when sunlight is hitting it. Now, depending upon how light hits these phones, you will see different shades. These are just solid shades, pastel colors to be precise, and there is also no texture on the back. These are all soft touch frosted glass phones. So basically you have Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front as well as the back for the protection, and the frame is made out of aluminum. In terms of design and build quality, everything about these two phones is the same. The only change from last year, I would say, is that the antenna lines have moved a little bit and you have bigger, more pronounced camera rings on the back. That's pretty much it. That's the only difference. Now comparing the hardware of the two phones, the S25 is actually 7.2 millimeters in terms of the thickness and 162 grams in terms of the weight. The S25 Plus is 7.3 millimeters, so just a hair thicker, and 190 grams in terms of the weight because it has to support that bigger battery. And the two phones also have different screen to body ratios. So the S25 has a 91.1% screen to body ratio and the S25 Plus has a 91.8% screen to body ratio. So the bezels are thinner on both the phones. Now, these displays are also different in terms of the resolution. The S25 has a full HD Plus display, so the resolution is 1080p, and the S25 Plus has a Quad HD Plus display, so it's a 2K resolution, which is 3120 into 1440. So although both the panels are LTPO, AMOLED, and 120 Hz, these are going to be different resolutions. The S25 Plus is a sharper panel, but both phones do go up to 2600 nits in terms of the brightness. Now, in terms of specifications, both the phones are the same. They're both powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip with 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM, and you can get either 256 or 512 gigabytes of storage. And the S25 has a 4000 mAh battery. The S25 Plus has a 4900 mAh battery. Now on paper, it might seem like the S25 Plus has significantly better battery life compared to the S25, which is not the case. Although the battery capacity is low on the S25, it's also powering a lower resolution display, which is Full HD Plus. The S25 Plus has a 4900 mAh battery, but it's also powering a higher resolution display. So in theory, you'll get maybe an hour of extra battery life on the S25 Plus with the same kind of usage on both the phones. Apart from that, both the phones are pretty much the same. They both have UFS 4.0 storage, USB 3.2 ports with faster data transfers, and they also support 45 watt wired charging, 15 watt wireless, and 4.5 watts reverse wireless charging. And the cameras are also the same. You have a 50 megapixel main sensor, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and 10 megapixel telephoto. In terms of cameras, there is no difference in terms of the quality. Both phones take really good photos and videos. You get sharp images with a lot of detail, good dynamic range, and these are contrast images like Samsung always does. If you don't like Samsung's image processing, you're not going to like both the phones. But if you do like Samsung's image processing, they take really nice photos and videos. There is no log video like the Galaxy S25 Ultra has, but you do get the new upgraded camera app with picture profiles and stuff. So that's that. Now the zoom on the S25 and S25 Plus is limited to 3x. So that's that. The optical zoom, you can, zoom in digitally, but that's going to use the main sensor's 50 megapixel image. And I'm going to put up some camera samples on screen so you guys can see and judge for yourself. Both the phones take identical photos and videos since the camera hardware is basically the same. In terms of software, both the phones are running Android 15, and on top is going to be One UI 7.0 with all the Bixby plus Gemini AI magic. They both have all the AI features that you're going to get on the Ultra as well. I'm not going to go in depth with the AI stuff. There's other videos that do a better job at that. But yeah, basically this year, the buzz and the hype was all about the Galaxy AI features that you get on these new phones. Now, if you ask me, Galaxy S25 or S25 Plus, it's very simple. If you're looking for a smaller, more compact phone, which is handy and you can use it with one hand, go with the S25. It's also cheaper, starting at 81,000 rupees for its base variant without any discounts. The S25 Plus will give you the higher resolution display. It's also a bigger display, so if you like to watch content, play games, if you want that immersive experience, the bigger screen is going to give you that, and you also have a bigger battery, so slightly more battery life compared to the S25. Now, you are going to pay extra for all of that, 93,000 rupees without any discounts for the base variant. But let's say you have a credit card, you should be able to get some discounts on both these phones. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I was able to, help you guys decide which phone to get. Let me know in the comments down below which one you're going to buy and what color you're going to buy. Also, a huge thanks to the Samsung store in Ramamurthy Nagar, Bangalore. They gave me the phone for this video. Showed them some love. They have all the latest Samsung products. They also have the best deals and offers. You can get some discounts on the latest S25 series. The details, address, phone number, location, everything is in the description down below. If you're in Bangalore, do check them out. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.